Hi guys, so we're up for another stocks by request. Here are the top stocks that you requested via social media. Check this video out.
Hi everyone, please subscribe to Marvin Guermo's channel and smash the bell so that you would be notified.
Updated and notified, yeah.
Right.
Every time I come out with new content.
Right. And please stay until the end so that you would know who the subscriber of the day is.
And for those who are asking, she's single. So for this video, we're going to talk about the top stocks that you guys requested. I'm actually here in our venue for Stock Smarts Manila happening tomorrow. So for those who signed up, I'm excited to see you all. And I hope that the learnings that you will get this weekend is something that can translate also to you trading the market. So what we're going to do here is similar to what we've been doing over the past few days. We're simulating the charts based on analysis of past prices, momentum, volume, and then I just use the same indicators, MACD, moving averages, and candlesticks, analyzing the range and the trend from all of it. So again, as what I've been always saying, please don't copy this, don't use this as something that you just buy based on what is said here. My goal here is that while I'm doing this, you reference it so that you can create and simulate the trades on your own as well, because I want you guys to earn, I want you guys to learn, and I want you to have the ability to make your money work hard for you. So enjoy the top stocks that you've requested. Up again for another version of our stocks by request. As you all know, I've been doing this new format where I just show the charts and I try to analyze everything that you guys sent via social media. So this allows me actually to make more videos, and it allows me to edit it faster. So the end result is you get to have more versions of stocks by request. And if you guys are loving this version, comment below. I'd like to hear your ideologies, if this is okay and this is helping you guys analyze the stocks more. Because at the end of the day, the reason why I continue to make these videos, the reason why I continue to make daily videos, sometimes even more than one day, is I want to add as much value to you guys as possible. And I really believe YouTube is an amazing way for me to give you guys as much as possible free content as well, in terms of you learning to know more about the stock market. So for this video, let's start with GT Capital. For those who don't know what GT Capital is, it's the holding company of George T, the late George T. Now let's try to draw this from support and resistance level. By the way, context wise, again, my style and my narrative every time I create charts is I normally draw my support and resistances first. And for those who've been asking, especially those who attended their Stock Smart sessions, paulit-ulit lang yung style ko eh. I learned drawing support and resistance first. That's my first love, and my bias is headed towards that. Even before I add volume oscillators, price and momentum indicators, chart overlays, or identifying the trend, my default mode is I draw my support and resistance. You don't have to copy this. This is something that's working for me, but you have to find something that works for you. So if I draw the support and resistance for all of this, you could easily see that here you have a major support at 617. GT Capital has never dropped below 617 since October 2018, and you have the main resistance found at somewhere around 1,045 pesos per share. If you would also point this out, if you've noticed this also, GT Capital is already trying to form its own version of an uptrend as well, and it's trying to develop those higher highs and higher lows. And if you look at it also, all of the moving averages right now are relatively bullish. Short, mid, and long term are already bullish as well, and you see this trying to make and form its own cross as well. As you all know, for those who attended your sessions, this is a very, 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 very bullish progression as well. Now this one, MACD, is also showing us that it's bullish, so you have confirmation here and here that GT Capital is moving towards a more bullish bias as well. Now, zooming in, especially for those who are quick traders, another way for you to be able to analyze this narrative is I'll draw the support and resistance levels for this. One way to put it is short term. You have a support here at 850, then you have another resistance here at 930. So why am I saying this? Should GT Capital over the next few days fail to break 930, for those who bought from the 850 level, that's a target price already for you to sell. If you notice it also, it tried to break it September 10, 11, 12, but with no avail. Then it tried to do it again today, closing below 920. So you now have 4 days of GT Capital trying to go above the 930 resistance level but with no fail. So for quick traders, you may reference this as a point, no? Another possibility for GT Capital is that, hey, it may start to retrace here. If it retraces here, you have a short support level here. But as for those who attended our sessions, you know the main narrative is this: the longer the support, the stronger it is. So if this is broken, you could expect GT Capital to try to challenge this 875 level all the way back here. So that's a possible narrative. If it hits 850 again, buy, set your target at 930. Should it break 930 next week, possible target prices could go to the 970 level. So that's a progression for quick trading. For position trading, GT Capital is still in an uptrend. So by the way, for those who are new to this is basically the top stocks that get requested via social media, and it gets tallied. The ones that get requested the most gets talked about, with one goal: to help you win in the market. So pure gold, quite simple. Breakdown from the 43.75 level. If you notice it, you have a breakdown from that level with a very, very, very large candle. Also confirmed by MACD, showing you that at this point in time, it's already bearish. At this point in time, it's already showing you also momentum downward. If I would look at this moving average, it's also showing me that there's also a short-term bias towards selling, short-term bias of bearish movement. Then I also have this the 100-day moving average, showing to me that it's relatively bearish as well. So should selling progress, possible landing spot, possible drop of pure gold could bring it to around 42 pesos per share. If it goes back to the 43.75 level, possible range, possible narrative for pure gold would be this: if it goes above 43.75, next possible area for it to go is 45.65. However, if it does not go back from the 43.75 level, you may expect pure gold to drop to around 41.92 or around the 42 level as well. If I zoom out, you will notice this for pure gold. It's in a very, very long and broad sideways market still, ever since it hit the peak on 2017. As of this point in time, it didn't have any upward push after that move. So there. Next, let's talk about Globe Telecoms. Globe, let me zoom out so you get greater context of the stock. You will find this. Globe, essentially, if you notice it, has a major resistance somewhere here at the 2,275 level. Every time Globe tries to go near that level, you start to see it drop. You start to see it not have a semblance of pushing higher. So what I'm doing also is, while I was explaining this, I was drawing the support levels for this. This is the possible areas where Globe could possibly retrace should selling happen. So we're not yet at the 1378 level, that's quite far. We're not yet at the 620 level, that's quite far. We're not yet also at the 1738 level, that's quite far also. So we're now close as we can be. The support is at 1845, or if you want to draw and you want to be more specific, you can also draw a smaller and shorter one here at the 1880 level. You have to remember, a support is not a specific price, but it's a price range. So the closer Globe is to this level, 1840, 1845, 1843, you can expect buying to possibly happen. Short-term resistance for Globe is basically this. You have a resistance at the 2029, 2030, 2040 level. I'm sorry, 2040 level. That could be a possible narrative for it to progress. So if it bounces off of this, possible move of Globe will be this only. So as you notice it's also moving sideways din naman. The 20-day, the 200-day, the 100-day moving averages are all flat, denoting that there's a more bearish undertone for the stock as well. So that's a possible move for Globe. If it goes lower than 1877, that's okay, because there's still a support at the 1843 level for the stock. So if you notice it, Pure Gold, Globe are moving sideways, as you notice it also, because the PSEI is also moving sideways. The PSEI is a reflection of the broad sentiment of the market. So if the entire market is moving sideways, you can also expect a lot of the stocks that are inside that progression to also move sideways as well. Now, about these equity ventures. About these equity ventures is simple. I'll draw this. If you put something here, this is a previous support. This is that became a resistance. That became a support. Then starting July 30, it became a resistance. Something happened today that it started to break out already from this 53.65 level resistance. So today's progression made the stock start to break out from here, confirmed also by MACD, as MACD is already bullish, and also it's already way above the 20-day moving average. So buy signals for this is number one, the 20-day moving average is starting to slope up. This is a reminder for those who attended Stock Smarts UAE, napag-usapan natin to, when moving average starting to slope up, it broke out already from the resistance level, which is the 49.85, the 53.65 resistance level. It's already breaking out also from the 50 100-day moving average. The only thing it needs to clear right now is the 200-day moving average, which is at the 55.5 level. But aside from that, majority of the parameters now are starting to get bullish. Another thing that I could point out here is this. I'm not a big fan of chart patterns, no, but this is trying to form also an ascending triangle. An ascending triangle is relatively a bullish pattern as well. As you can see, it also start to develop higher lows for the stock. Are you guys learning so far? Comment below if you're learning. Comment below, what do you like more, GTCAP, your Gold Globe, or AEV as well? If you guys have positions in the stock, let me know. Comment what stock do you own, GTCAP, your Gold Globe, AEV. By the way, this is the time also for you. Please comment also if you have additional stocks that you like me to put in, and I'll try to put them and make them on the next video. Please remember, stocks by request is really based on what you're sending. Stocks by request is basically the stocks that you guys want as well. So the next stock is FEN. By the way, FEN, no, FEN had a massive move this year. As you can see here, it built several bases already into its uptrend. You have to remember, uptrends are based on consolidations that gets broken out from. As you can also see, the power of the MACD this entire time, MACD remained bullish. That's why it's nice also for position traders. Why? For those who followed position trading and just followed MACD, your gain as of this point in time, di pa kayo nagbebenta, you should be up already over 250% just by following MACD. And MACD is so powerful if you know how to use it properly, and that's the game. So I'll just analyze this using MACD. For those who bought because of MACD, no sell signal yet, hold your positions. You're up to 50%. Congratulations. For those who bought using either the 200-day moving average or the 100-day moving average, there's still no sell signal also for the stock. You can hold your positions. And let me zoom in for those who are trading this for the short term. For short term perspective, also both 50 and 100-day moving averages are also bullish as well. Now, putting it here, trying to draw resistance here, it needs to break out. Let's just place this at 3 pesos per share. If you want to see FEN go higher, it needs to clear and break out of the 3 peso level. If it breaks out of the 3 peso level, continuation pattern of it moving up is very much possible. And I conceive, no, possible target price for this short term could be around 3.3 peso level should the progression upward continue for FEN. So that's how you can put it. Position traders, no sell signal. Quick traders, watch out for the 3 peso level. It must break out of the 3 peso level if you want to see it push up, go up, and have a semblance of it going higher. MACD, all of the moving averages though, as of this point in time, is still bullish. Short, mid, and long term. Next, let's look at FERRO. Are you guys learning? Please comment below if you're learning. I just love doing stuff like this under the context that I hope it's helping people. That's just my main agenda. I just really want to see more and more Filipinos become prosperous via the stock market. So if you look at it also, FERRO, it broke out massively from this. For those who attended their Stock Smart sessions, you know what this is. Comment below if you remember what this is. For those who attended, you know it starts with letter K. What are we talking about here? But anyways, from a support and resistance level, you have this breakout from the 5.15 level, which allowed this large green candle to push up. But even if that did not happen, MACD already was confirming here that it's bullish. It was also confirming here that there was a change in direction upward. And at this point in time, way before the large candle, this green candle already gave us a breakout from all 4 moving averages. So today there was a large sell-off. The stock no dropped around 535 pesos per share. The narrative here is this: if it stays above the 5.15 level, which is now the new support, you have to remember, when the resistance is broken, it becomes the new support. I repeat, when the resistance is broken, now becomes the new support. So it broke past 515. If it stays above 515, there's a possibility that 515 becomes the new support. You don't have to sell automatically. Please remember this also. If you're doing technical analysis, the main narrative is basically, hey, just follow the charts. The main narrative is it will never tell you to sell at the top, but it will tell you to sell once signals of selling start to emerge as well. So next, let's look at PPG. PPG naman, the stock is starting to push up also. It's continuing its uptrend. If you are a position trader, no sell signal. I repeat, if you are a position trader, no sell signal. The entire configuration of MACD is still bullish. The entire configuration of all of the moving averages are still bullish as well. It just broke out of the 9.15 level already. So the 9.15 is a very, very short, relatively weak resistance level. We need to see it stay above this level for it to push higher, but as of this point in time, it's still legit. The uptrend is still legit. All of the signals are telling us that it's still bullish for the short, mid, and long term. For those who were able to position in PPG, congratulations. There's nothing more that I'd like to see than Filipinos make money off of the markets. You should be up already or over 228%. So lastly, PSEI, same thing, same narrative. PSEI is still sideways. You have a resistance at the 8,100 level. You can't expect the PSEI to go anywhere until we break out of the 8,100 level, short, mid, and long term. So next week, if the PSEI does not go higher, there's an expectation that because it's closer already to the 8,000, 8,100 resistance level, there might be some selling pressure happening for the stock as well. So did you guys learn a lot from this video? Comment below on what stocks you wanted. Was there any stock that hit the same buy signals that you had? Comment them below. Put a buy under the stock that you want. Put a sell also on the stock that you want to dispose based on the charts that we've talked about as well. So for those who are new and want to join us in our events, the links are down below for Stock Smarts in Manila, in Cebu, in Qatar, in Singapore. And for those who want to grab a copy of my books, the links are down below as well. So see you all tomorrow for Stock Smarts Manila.